Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode of Cycling Insider, let's talk about Cannondale Synapse Carbon Disc Ultegra. And yes, as you have already noticed, this is again a mouthful of bike names, but it is the case for the bikes of the 2020 season. So this Cannondale Synapse Carbon is their offering for the 2020 bike season, and I think it's an interesting offering from Big C, from Big Cannondale. So the asking price for this bike is 2,700 British pounds, or for all the people across the pond in the USA, it is 3,300 US dollars. I will go through the specs of the bike and give my opinion about some of them, and then at the end we will discuss the asking price of this bike, and I will give my opinion what I think you should offer for this bike. So first thing first, Cannondale's Synapse range is all about comfort and the long days in the saddle. Although in the words of Cannondale, when you look on their website, they say it's the light and stiff bike, but personally I wouldn't be buying this bike because it's light and stiff. I would be buying it because it is a very comfortable bike. It's definitely been confirmed by many testers out there that it's one of the most comfortable bikes in the business, because Cannondale really knows how to manipulate the carbon fibers, and really they make a very good carbon fiber frames. So the paint scheme on this bike, you have two options. One is this crush, or I would just call it metallic orange with a bit of black, which is absolutely stunning, and this would be my choice. And then you have this boring black, which they call graphite, which personally I would just skip. I wouldn't bother with that. So let's dive into the components of this bike and see what do you get for the asking price of 2,700 British pounds. First thing first, frame and fork. So we have a frame which is a carbon fiber frame. Cannondale calls it a ballistic carbon. So Cannondale does top-notch carbon fiber frames and forks. And don't forget, you have a lifetime warranty on Cannondale frames and forks. So ballistic carbon, both for frame and the fork. Frame is Di2 ready. If you ever want to switch to the electronic group set, you got it ready. And also the frame comes ready with the 12mm through axles, and also the fork is ready for the 12mm through axles. Frame is a BB30, so the press fit bottom bracket, and this is the Cannondale standard. I'm not a big fan of these press fit bottom brackets. They might creak with time, and the kind of creaking noise they might create. So I'm a bit of an old school guy, and I still like the old Shimano threaded classical bottom brackets, but this is just a personal preference. So carbon fiber frame and fork, ballistic carbon, lifetime warranty. You shouldn't worry so much. Cannondale does top-notch carbon fiber frames and forks. Rims on this bike and the whole wheel set is basically from Fulcrum. So Fulcrum Racing alloy wheel set, 26mm deep, and also comes with Fulcrum own hubs. Wheels, as I said, both have 12mm through axles front and back, and these hubs from Fulcrum, I don't know how they will behave. If anybody has any experience, please do leave the comment in the comments below. But as always, once when you destroy this set of wheels, you can easily upgrade to something better. Like, in my opinion, DT Swiss is always a good choice. Any of their aluminium wheel sets, and especially if you can afford a carbon fiber one. Tires on this bike are Vittoria Rubinho Pro. This is a 30C tire, and this is a brilliant move from Cannondale, because Synapse, as I say, is all about comfort, so they've included a 30C tire. A lot of air volume in that tire, and it will definitely soak up a lot of smaller road bumps. Cranks on the bike, Cannondale 1 cranks, as I said, BB30 bottom bracket, press fit bottom bracket. With these cranks come with FSA rings, chain rings 50-34, And quickly, the cassette on the bike is Shimano 105 cassette 1134. So when you combine these two, you'll absolutely be able to climb any steep mountain you can imagine. Chain on the bike is the Shimano's HG 601 11-speed chain. This is the Shimano 105 level chain. So just quickly scanning to the specs of the bike, these would be two items where they cut corners a bit, which is basically on a chain. They could have included Shimano Ultegra chain, and also cassette is Shimano's 105 cassette 1134. I wish they included Shimano Ultegra cassette, but maybe one of the reasons why they included 105 is because of this size 1134. When we look at the group set, we have a Shimano's Ultegra mechanical group set, so front mech, rear mech, and the shifters, all from Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set, top-notch group set, no complaints there. Brakes on the bike are Shimano's hydraulic disc brakes, Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes, and I'm glad that they didn't cut corners, that they've included the Shimano rotors, 160mm rotors, both front and back, and these are RT30 rotors, so this is not the ice tech technology that Shimano does, so it can be a bit of cutting corners here, but disc rotors are very easy to replace and they don't cost so much money. Saddle on the bike is I'm guessing some kind of Cannondale's own production. They just call it Fabric Scoop saddle. Saddles are a personal preference in my opinion, and if you don't like this one, again, it's easy to replace because saddles are not so expensive anymore. All the other pieces like a handlebar and the stem, nothing special, aluminium pieces. Seat post, which is a bit disappointing, is an alloy seat post. I would expect that on this bike they would include a carbon fiber seat post. So there are these few little details where they cutted corners. As I said, chain, which is Shimano 105 and not Shimano Ultegra, cassette, which is again Shimano 105 and not Shimano Ultegra, and the seat post, which I think they should have included a carbon fiber seat post on this bike. So, as I said at the beginning, asking price for this Cannondale Synapse carbon disc Ultegra is 2,700 British pounds. Considering all the specs that they are offering, and I believe you should go talk with the Cannondale bike dealers, and probably you should be offering something on the range of 2,200, 2,300 British pounds, or if you are in US, since the asking price is 3,300 US dollars, I would probably be offering something about 2,800 US dollars, and then you can see from there if the Cannondale dealers are willing to negotiate, but I truly believe they should negotiate the price for about 15% discount. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon. I will be making more of these videos, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!